Hey, it's Dave with Polygon. I'm here with Kevin. We're going to talk Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Again, Jerry Mother. Good call, bro.
General, we need to identify what the has the boat.
Khalifa's down. Khalifa's down. Voodoo! Negative, wasn't me.
My man off the front. Tiger 12. Is the target down?
I don't know.
Voodoo, give me a sit rep.
No visual on hostages or HVTs.
Preacher, we're going in. Voodoo, get to the ribs. We're going to need extract.
So the demo today.
Yep.
Can you tell me what the focus is here?
So first ever hands-on on console, so we're pretty happy to be offering you guys that today. And the level itself takes place in Basilan, Philippines. So if you look back on kind of our intro that we revealed back in March, and we were also in the Philippines, and that was the later part of this level. So you played basically the introduction, the infill to this. You got to see a little bit of a cutscene revealing some of the story about what's going on with the HVTs. One of the things that makes Medal of Honor unique is that we've always been able to put you in the boots of the soldiers, right? And that doesn't always entail being on the ground, you know, having a long range or a short range combat distance. In this particular instance, you called in, if you know, use the LTLMM, you called in a helicopter support from your team, and your buddy Stump, who you actually play as later character in the game, he was on that helicopter, so you got on to his perspective for a second. The story is Preacher's story really from the start to finish, but you wouldn't get there without all your great teammates like Mother, who you saw there kind of leading the charge. You saw he was pretty upset that there was one guy that had taken a shot that he didn't think should have been taken, and that plays into the story later. I think there's many things that separate Medal of Honor Warfighter. I think the first off is just the engine that it runs on. People sometimes take for granted how great games look, and Frostbite 2 has done something that we feel is pretty amazing to the whole genre. With Battlefield 3 starting it off, and now Medal of Honor Warfighter picking it up. Those are the kind of just basics that we start with, but then telling the story. You know, we have all these international operators that we work with, from guys that have actually written the story while they were abroad, people that have been in mocap suits. Some of those animations that you saw were done by Tier 1 operators, all the way through our consultants, making sure that the weapon skins, if you notice the camo pattern on there, that digital camo pattern, that's something that's helped, you know, being kind of choreographed by some of our producers who are former Tier 1 operators, things like that.
That guy's running. Take him out.
I think just some of the key features that make Medal of Honor unique, you know, you saw the peek and lean a little bit, the combat sight toggle where you're in the middle of, you know, going up long distance ADS, and then you need to short range opponent quickly turn to your iron sights to get a better short range view. These are kind of the things that the Tier 1 operators that we work with tell us and what make the game authentic. And it really, what separates us is the little things at the end of the day, right? Anyone can make a first-person shooter, but it's really, really tough, and it takes a lot of dedication to make a very authentic first-person shooter.
This is Dave Tach with Polygon, Kevin, and that was Medal of Honor Warfighter.